Hey gang, welcome to the Fishing Musicians YouTube channel. I am en route to my first fishing trip, official fishing trip in 7 months. Due to this COVID-19 pandemic we're having, have not been able to go anywhere. I had a couple of trips that I had to cancel, so I'm just heading locally within our province of New Brunswick because we're not really allowed outside of the province unless it's essential travel through this pandemic. So I'm going to a place called Paradise Pool. It's on the South Branch River, which dumps into the Nipisiguit River, not far from a camp that I used to own called the Old Governors, but I've never been to this pool. I've heard it's really great, so I'm going to go camping. You see my gear right there. And yeah, we're driving on the Highway 180 Road to Resources in northern New Brunswick. An hour and a half drive and apparently about an hour hike in there. The weather's supposed to be a little bit overcast today and not that warm, but tomorrow looks like it should be great, and hopefully we get some hatches out to do some fly fishing for speckled trout here on the Fishing Musicians YouTube channel. Just cruising down the road to Resources, lots of bugs, nice clean windshield, and I have no windshield washer fluid left. Great. Another 20 minutes on the road to Resources, and then we hit the dirt road in another half an hour drive after that to get to our parking spot and then hike for an hour. There we are, the Nipisiguit River. There's Mark's Camp, Governor's Resort, far in the wilderness of northern New Brunswick. Almost time to hit the dirt road. Just a couple feet up here. Check it out. So here we are at our spot. Truck is parked. The bridge to my old camp is just down that road, but we're heading up this way. Apparently it's approximately an hour's drive. So let's get at her and get our camp set up. Hopefully we can find a spot and some good fishing. One minute down the trail, moose scat, and fairly fresh. Lots of moose around here, bears, coyotes, deer, porcupine, tons of stuff. Let's just hope we don't run into any. So this is crazy. I have never seen so much moose droppings in my life. Like literally every 20 feet. I've been walking an hour and I have literally seen hundreds. We are not alone in the woods here. I am the visitor, still looking for this elusive Paradise Pool. Oh. So, yeah. Just started the hike and I think we're getting wet already. Nice. Not really. Well, I'm gonna get wet anyway, but I didn't feel like getting my boots ready already with this hike. I should be able to make it out of here without too much damage. And it also looks like there has not been any activity today on this road, and you can see that some deer tracks to come for a drink. We'll continue on. Beautiful trail here. Very, very funky smell around here. I don't know if it's a dead animal or carcass or something, but it's really rotten. It smells like rotten worms. It's really bad. Oof. So, just had a little break here. I've been walking about 45 minutes. A little bit of water, and still no pool yet, but there's a branch off of this river down here. Can't really see it, but it looks like heaven for trout, and I'm quite certain that probably never fished, not this season anyway. It doesn't even look like there's any tracks that have come in here this year. Yeah, so I've been walking an hour and a half and still no paradise pool. And the unfortunate thing is that the main river here, the South Branch, is like a class 5 rapids everywhere. So there's not even anywhere to fish. And it's getting late. I don't know how many creeks I've walked through. I'm hoping this pool shows up soon. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to make camp and camp for the night and head back to the truck, which will turn out to be just a nice little hike. I don't know what's going on here, but there's a river running along the road here. There's definitely not been anyone on this road. There's a big tree across. What is that? About a few hundred yards back. So totally impassable. I wouldn't even suggest trying to get a four-wheeler in here. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Wet now. Lovely. Great. Nice spring water though. I probably could drink that. I do have a water filter, but this is a pretty cool spot. It's a pretty amazing spot actually. And pretty remote with no human activity this year whatsoever. Lots of moose activity. Still hiking, looking for the elusive paradise pool. This road is has not been used, I don't believe, this year. Not from what I could see as far as the tracks. It follows the river the whole way, and there's a nice little brook that's following along here. I'm just hoping we can find this pool pretty soon because it's getting on 6 o'clock. I need to get my camp set up and more moose droppings. And I wouldn't mind doing some fishing, but again, more moose droppings. Look at this. Baby ones, mummy ones. And like I said, I don't know where this place is. More, look at that. It's crazy. The baby ones again. I have not fished here, so I do not know more where this pool is. But I'm hoping it's looking pretty obvious when I get there. And yeah, so we'll catch you later. That's some big moose tracks right there. So as you can see, this whole river is just flowing hard and fast. And it's like this the whole way. There's not even anything close to resembling a pool with still water. It's loud and it's flowing fiercely. Yes, so I've decided to turn around. I've been walking for an hour and 45 minutes. I can see up the river behind me. There's nothing resembling a pool whatsoever. And I did see that little brook portion a while ago that I really like the look of. It's kind of like an offset of the main river. So that's about a half an hour back, but which means I'm heading towards my truck anyway. So it's getting on 7 o'clock now. I want to get my I gotta get my camp set up, and I'll try fishing that perhaps tonight or in the morning. But I gotta get back and get the camp set up. No idea where Paradise Pool is, and if something were to happen to me, there's no way that you can get a vehicle in here unless they're bringing chainsaws, because there's downfall everywhere. And that means that no vehicles, four-wheeler, motorcycle, anything is getting in here. You couldn't even get a helicopter in here. It's pretty dense, so I want to be safe. So head back, trek through these rivers again, up hills, down hills. Oh, nice hike. Much longer than I anticipated. I will sleep well tonight. We have an obstacle. So as you can see, there's been no one coming through here, not even the moose, because I noticed the moose have been taking the same route to get around, which is right here. Moose track right there. I'm surprised I haven't seen one, because there is just so many signs. The trek back, I have a feeling I may have passed this Paradise Pool. Nonetheless, I'm heading back towards the truck. Try to get myself out of here. No, I hope the mother's not. Because if the mother's around, it's gonna, look at that. Hey, moosey moose. Just looking at me. Cool. Pretty cool seeing that moose. Good thing I was talking to myself while I was walking down the trail, and I must have spooked it, because it scared the shit right out of me. Not a very big one. Nonetheless, very cool to see. I'm sure I've passed through a few of them, or passed by a couple of them, and it ran up this road and it's gone. Those things can run like 45, 50 miles an hour if they want. So I'm heading back to my truck. There's nowhere to fish here. You fall in that water, you're dead. That's it. Finished. We'll see what happens if I actually go camping tonight, or I'll try to find a new location or something, but it's getting dark right now. I might have to postpone and reanalyze my scenario to figure out what's going on. And I believe there's a fire ban. I heard that moose going through the woods. Anyway, I'll keep you updated in a minute. Oh, fuck. So I heard, again, I don't know if this was a different moose. Like literally, just after I did that last take, I saw this moose charging at me through the woods, and I yelled at it and it spun around. That freaked me out, because that was definitely not the same moose. This one was way bigger. And I'm like, I can't move. What am I gonna do? That thing trampled me in a second. That scared the shit right out of me. Holy God. Yeah. Okay, so that's 2 moose in the last 2 minutes. And one almost attacked me. Yeah, so the crazy thing about walking along this river that's raging with rapids everywhere, along this soft road, is it's really noisy. And so the animals really, I'm going pretty quickly here and softly. You can't hear me. And I startled one moose, and then this other huge male was just trampling through the woods out of nowhere and started charging towards me, and I just yelled. That's all I could do, and it veered off. Thank God, man. That thing was huge. I wasn't sure if it was a female with its, and that first one I saw was its baby, but that, I think that was a yearling, the first one we saw there. Anyway, that scared the living shit out of me. I had something similar like that happen to me at Yellowstone, around at Yellowstone, Yosemite National Park, when a bear came after me. And speaking of bear, there's something that crapped on there. That's some kind of crap. Anyway, so I got to keep talking and stuff because there's obviously so many moose around here. And they're so well camouflaged in these woods. And anyway, I can't fish in there. It's rapids. And it's getting late now. I'm heading back to the truck before I get attacked by an animal. Awesome trip. Thanks for watching the Fishing Musicians YouTube channel. Please hit subscribe, become a member of this channel. Leave your comments below, and thanks for joining us once again on another adventures of the Fishing Musicians in New Brunswick, Canada. Look at the size of that moose.
Nah.